All right, man, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to change the brakes on your 2013 through 2016 or 17. This body style Honda, I'm gonna be showing you how to change the brakes on it. You can't use your you can't use your jack that's in the car, but I'm using a floor jack just because I got one. Either way, you need jack stands to secure the car once you get it in the air. All right, man, so I just have the tires just barely off of the ground, and I always like to check my tires just to make sure they aren't loose. Make sure none of the components need to be replaced. But first step is taking the wheel off. I like these Milwaukee's. So this is what I'm using. You want to check your size. Make sure it ain't loose. Put that bad boy in that Milwaukee. Tires ready to come off. Tire hadn't been off in a while. Tires ready to come off, and the brakes are super low. All right, man, I gotta go grab a few tools, but I'll be right back with y'all. So changing your brakes on these Hondas or most cars is pretty simple. All you need to figure out is what size is this bolt, and feeling like a 15 or 14. Okay, we have a 14. All right, then all you gotta do is, woo! Get them broke loose, get the bolts broke loose. All right, guys, so you can just take you a hammer, rubber mallet, and just beat them loose till they come loose. These are ratchet wrenches, so they are pretty quick. Bolts are out, pull this off. Typically want to have something to hold this so that it doesn't, so that this, you can break that brake line, man. Once it get old, you can break that brake line, man. So here are the old brakes, and we were on the warning pad on these bad boys. So. But as y'all can see, pretty thin. And I always like to compare them to the new set. So these are Wagner thermoquiet, about 50 bucks. Not crazy expensive, but I do like these. Look pretty much like the same pad. Just keep in mind that the back pad will have this little warning piece on the back. So just keep that in mind. The front one doesn't. Two fronts that y'all see. Thickness difference. So pretty simple to put them back in. Both of these have a little shim on the back, and this is the back pad. Change out this hardware. So these are the old ones. They go right in there, right there. So for these, man, you want to put these back on the back. So I took these and I had to bend the little tabs back in to make them stay. So pretty much you follow the shape of them. So this is the back one. You want to follow the round shape. There's a bracket in here that will hold both of these brake pads in here until you get this ready. So here, you have to squeeze this piston back in. Here's the easiest way that I found. Take your brake pad, put that in there. Get you this is called a C-clamp. They're relatively cheap, man. Man, I literally found this one on the side of the road. I got a better one, but couldn't get to it because in a previous video, I did my floor in my shop, man, so I couldn't get out there to get my C-clamp. Luckily, I had this one that I found beside the road. Just get this thing to a good point. Just slowly twist this in until that piston goes completely back in. Until it's flat. All right. That easy, man. You have literally just completed a brake job. Take the old brake out, flip this back around, set this one on here, squeeze that back in there. You have to squeeze these little rubber pieces so they sit back. Hold it, keep it aligned. Put your screw in there, a bolt in there. Put your other bolt in at the top. Pretty sure there's a torque spec for these, man, but I don't have it, so we going old school. Tighten them up. Make sure we got this bottom one in good. Tighten that bad boy up. Hold on, I'm going the wrong way. All right, snug them both tight first. And then give them a good, nice, tight pull. Don't over tighten them, because you can break those little bolts. Job done on this side, man. That's simple. We're finna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna fire it up, and I'm gonna give y'all a few more tips that you need to know before you try to drive off. But man, I don't know how valuable this tip is, man. But normally I leave the cap on, but I left the cap off this time. And I do see that it's pushed up some fluid. So, I don't know. It might spill on this next one. I don't know, because the fluid was low. I'm guessing the fluid might have went to the brakes because they were so low. But that part, I don't know. Took the cap off this time. Somebody gave me that tip, but I don't know how valuable it was, but we'll see. All right, man. Brake job is complete. Man, that job might have took me 30 minutes or less. And all you need is a few tools. While you're at it, man, you can check your back brake. Let me show you. All you gotta do is look right in there. There's your back. I can't show y'all. The camera won't angle. But right there, if you look in there, there's your other caliper. You can see that brake right there. You should be able to see a little bit of something on there. So that's how you know your back brakes are okay. You really need to see the inside pad also, but you do have a warning pad. Once you hear it, go ahead and get it done. So all I gotta do now is get this thing a wash and we'll be done. In here, and you wanna just press this brake pad. Press it a couple times until this brake start to harden up. It just got hard. So what you wanna do now, switch it on, pump it, and then go ahead and crank it up. Brake will soften up some, but then you go ahead and test it out. It should hold. Yep, perfect. All right, guys, you have successfully completed a brake job. PullsTv gone.